I'm discussing what do you do if you win a court order against a trustee, but that trustee continues to refuse to comply with what the court has ordered him or her to do. In some of our trust cases, when we're going up against a bad trustee, the court may order that trustee to take certain actions or to refrain from taking certain actions. So for example, maybe the court has ordered the trustee to make a distribution of assets to the beneficiaries or to hand over some property, like a piece of real estate, that the trustee transferred into their own name, and the court decided that that was a breach of trust, and now the property needs to come back into the trust. Once you have a court order or judgment against somebody, there are a whole host of laws that allow you to enforce that order or that judgment. You can go back to court and you can get further court orders. For example, in a typical civil lawsuit, one of the big things that you can do is garnish somebody's wages. You can actually force their employer to give you money as the winning party out of their paycheck, and they'll continue to do that until your judgment is paid. But a lot of times in trust actions, it's not quite that simple. So using the example where the trustee transferred real property to themselves, that real property now needs to come back. There's a couple of ways you can do that. One is you can have a court order that you record with the county recorder. As long as it has the sufficient information and property description in the order itself, you can simply record the order and that'll transfer the property back into the trust. You don't need the trustee to do anything. Another thing you can do is ask the court to appoint what we call a referee or a temporary trustee to come in and do the correct actions that need to be done in order to set things straight. And if the trustee owes money back to the trust and they refuse to pay it, then you have all the same remedies that you would have if you had a judgment against any other defendant. The bottom line here is there are a whole set of laws that allow you to make sure that you can enforce your order or judgment. And you really need to look into those laws. A lot of times we'll even go so far as to hire a judgment enforcement attorney because it's a whole separate specialty just enforcing judgments. But there are ways to force a trustee to follow a court order or follow a court judgment once you win in trial.
Albertson and Davidson is here to help you fight for your inheritance. Check out aldavlaw.com for our complete library of helpful legal videos and articles from your favorite California trust and will litigation law firm, Albertson and Davidson, LLP.